Hello. How are you guys doing today? I'm back in the garage after the weekend. It was supposed to be a nice little picnic, biker's picnic in the middle of beautiful areas. Well, you most likely saw a video of this before, but we had some tragic accidents. Still a bit cut up about it, but well, here we are. A little bit of time alone in the garage, a little self-care. I'm a bit of it to how you say it. I met the fellas affected only a handful of time, but it happened right in front of your eyes, right there. So it still cut quite deep, I suppose. You know, when you part of that moment right there with everybody, with the families, with stuff. So anyhow, let's not talk about it anymore. Triumph got a final little service. Drained the oil, a new oil filter and air filters. Air filters are hanging like a little lanterns, drying, and I have been fiddling my compressor, which has been rebuilt to be a little hammer carver. My control unit just unceremoniously hanging as my handpiece. And you saw in my little stories my chorus, and I have been engraving. It's very hard. It's very hard to keep control. It's very hard to turn around. Not exactly the easiest shapes to work with, and also if you had a little flat form might be better, but doing a fork, it's pretty tricky. Well, for a novice, I have never engraved anything, so here we are. I've been fiddling with that. I hopefully will continue and today and clean a few things up and give it a little proper finish, see how far I can push it. At the moment I'm not very happy. It's wobbly as, but the fork is not a perfect cylinder and goes thicker and thinner, so try to keep your depth of cut is very well, impossible for me anyhow. And maybe I should have practiced on something simpler, but hey, you know, when do I do simple shit? So here we go. Maybe the second fork will be better. I'll bring it up to okay standard, I think. And yeah, by the time I get to the engine, it'll be better. Yeah, so reason I'm doing the forks is that I had them taken apart, you know, and I was gonna put the tubes in, and I'm looking at the aluminium thinking, oh fuck, I can actually engrave it. So I was so excited to put the forks on, and hardtail sits there. I did the spacer, I turned it down on the lathe so the wheel sits nice in the center, and yeah, I was gonna put the fork up and just see the overall stance. Thinking, yeah, let's just do the engraving first, and when I finish that, then I can put the tubes in. They are 8" over, so that will be fun to see. So, but in the meantime, yeah, I'll tidy up the Triumph. Finally, she deserves it. Okay, so let's get into engraving, and I stop moaning about, and let's forget the world for a little bit and get to this. Alrighty, let's do it. Alrighty, so for you guys who haven't seen my previous videos, you may be asking what kind of engraving setup I'm using. So I have built myself a engraver. I was going to buy one online, but they were quite expensive, so I did a bit of research and managed to find a few little shortcuts. So I built my main machine out of compressor. I managed to buy a cheap 12-volt car compressor for inflating tires. I have disassembled it and rebuilt the piston, closed some reed valves and made it not compress air anymore, just pull and push air. If you watch the video up here, I'll put a link to it. You can have a look at the process. Then I had to buy a little converter from 240 volts to 12 volts, which is a computer transformer. That cost me about $100. The compressor cost me about $100. And then this handpiece, what I have, I bought it for I think $60 from AliExpress. It wasn't working properly, but on this video, I'll try to post it here if I remember, I have updated it and rebuilt the insides, so it started working. The chisels or the gravers I have also bought from AliExpress, so they came in various, I think it's a 6 gravers, and they have a different angle of cut from I think 8 degrees to about 45 degrees or something along those lines. So the startup lines I did with about 30 degree cut or 40 degree cut, and then I will be detailing with I think 12 degree cut. And all the background I just use my Dremel tool to dimple and scratch and do all the kind of shenanigans. Alrighty, so yesterday I had a little play with this, and I have to say the vise is awesome. Without it would be so hard to do any of the curls at all. Last time I was using this wide cutter. I have a little skinny one in there to start doing little detail work through it. It's not perfect, but I don't know, it's okay, but it'll be interesting. At the moment I'm not sure whether I like just kind of scratching it, or I should do it in an angle, or just do little dimples, like little dots. I've been having a little play with it. Yeah, I have a little Dremel with a cutter, round cutter, for scratching all the inside, and yeah, the yeah, still just hangs down there, but it's been working quite a treat. So I'm gonna have a little try and do all the detailing, and the way it sits, I kind of getting a better idea of how to draw it so it's a bit nicer. So yeah, that's where we are. Alright, let's get to it. Let's oh, by the way, my finger, because I had the finger on the top of the cutter on the blade, man, it's so numb still. About 24 hours later, because I was doing this yesterday, I still can't feel the tip of my finger. Alright, that's alright. So I'm gonna do the details and then probably finish drawing the rest of the leg, and maybe start cutting that if I feel like it, or I might just draw the second leg up and the whole of it and see where we at. Alrighty, let's get to it. Now I have started detailing with a really narrow cutter, or the graver, whatever you want to call it, but I had realized that my frequency was too fast, so I just dropped it. I run it on about 60%, this one, and the bigger one I run on about 75, but the skinny one was way too fast, and I really struggled to control it and keep it into the right shapes and angles. So running it slower gave me a bit more time, but I didn't find it this right very moment. I actually figured out on a second leg. So with this one I was kind of flying through with fire under my arms. Alrighty, so mission 1 accomplished. Get acquainted with engraving. So this is where we at. How can you see it? The scrolls, little details. Don't look too close, it's not very pretty. But here we are. I don't know, it's gonna look fine from a distance. Okay, now just repeat. I have only done about what is it, not even a half a fork, a third of a fork, maybe more. So I have this part to do. I'm just gonna probably, maybe I'll finish all the way to the end, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna engrave this part, because engraving there will be pain in the ass, all these brackets. But probably just do this outside panel and the round parts, and then start doing the other fork. Takes forever, but hey, I wanted to do it, so I wanted to do it. So yeah, I'm just going to draw the rest today, and my finger is pretty chewed up, tingly and whatnot from the hammering action, and yeah, I'll keep coating the engraving. Okay, enough mumbling. Lunchtime, eat something, and then drawing time. Alrighty, belly full. Time to do some drawing. Prep work. Here you can see I sketch everything with pencil, and when I get my overall shapes done, I'll just get a Sharpie and commit everything to the metal. This way the Sharpie stays while I cut. Sometimes it rubs off and I have to redraw parts, but it generally stays for the duration of the cutting, so not bad. She's drawn up. And now just the engraving part. Fingers, arms, get ready. Yeah. Okay, at last the outlines are done. Now I have to fill the negative spaces and then details. So yeah, my fingers are absolutely numb from the vibrations. I'm gonna do this leg, and I'm gonna take some time off before I attack the next leg. But yeah, maybe next week. I'll see how quickly my fingers unnumb. Is it a word? Yeah, now just a little bit of fun with the Dremel and do all the negative, and then I'll put a fine cutter and do all the details. It's a mission and a half, I say so. Probably spent at least 10 hours on the leg already. So to engrave the whole engine, that's gonna be a bit of a... I have no words. I'm tired. Alright. I was doing this Dremel cutting and shaping just with a, well, open face, but aluminium went everywhere, the alloy dust, so I decided to cover myself a little bit so I don't breathe it all in, and there is a little round cutting tool I use, and I started just scratching all the negative spaces, but that wasn't great, so I decided to dimple it afterwards. Okie dokie. Background's done. Oh, now I have to heavy. Come on, ball, where are you going? Now we change the blade for thin one, and then do the detailing, and I'll call it a day. And I won't bore you with the rest of it, but I'll have to repeat it obviously on the other fork. But that'll be end of video. At least you can see what a fork looks like, what direction this bike is going to take. So yeah, all right. We are done with one fork. I don't know, maybe 15 hours? 15 hours for one lower leg. But here we go. Regular one. And my one. What do you reckon? Will it passes? Well, if it doesn't, it doesn't. I like it, and the whole bike's gonna be like that. So my arms are dead from the hammering. The compressor is doing real well. This getting a bit loose, and I think I need to put a new O-rings in there, because this bit pops up all the time. But for $22 AliExpress thing, it's doing alright, knock on the wood. But my fingers are so numb from the hammer action. Oh, never mind. Okay, one leg done. One more to go. And I'm not gonna bore you with the same process over and over. I'll update you when I put the forks together, and then I can put the front end together so we can see the stance of the frame. That might be the next video. So anyhow, thank you for watching this one. Thank you for subscribing, and for your good thoughts and support. It's very appreciated. Yeah, so this is the engraving properly started, not just building the engraving machine. So here we go. Thank you for watching. I will see you next week, and in the meantime, you guys have an awesome week. Okay, behave and be good, and watch some other videos. Might as well. Hey, see ya. Hello. 15 hours later, or plus minus, the fork is done. The original, how it is looking now. And let's take it on the sunshine. Not bad. One leg down, another one to do.